into the match, we see Ratje picking up that Paladin. Wow, and look at the cards in Ratje's hand. He's playing Jewel Scrap and Bio with Hunter. Is
Wow.
this some kind of Reno Paladin?
This is some kind. No, it's actually a control paladin. Zalti told me. So
Okay. I'm really curious what the rest of his deck
Yeah.
list is gonna be.
Same
I'm
here.
seeing
And
yeah, Narra's playing that Reno lock.
pretty interesting.
Wow, so that's so much fun. It's a
This is a very weird lineup from both players, or like very weird picks from both players.
yeah, and there's the Reno already for Narra.
Yeah.
One of the most important cards in this deck.
Yeah, it's not going to matter that much in this matchup because this matchup is mostly about board control, but it's always good to have. But wait, that's Biofin Tidehunter as well. This is definitely a weird deck.
Yeah, I'm really curious what he's playing. Is he playing with the 3/3 guy that gives Divine Shields to 1 health minions? Since that makes sense, right? Then you get 2 minions with Divine Shield. That's really hard to deal with, especially for a deck like Reno Lock that have like Hellfire and Demon Wrath and is just popping the Divine Shields.
I guess so, but then you have to be running like all types of low stuff, like low costing stuff. So
look at the Murloc Knight in the head of Ratje.
Yeah. So
That's
strange.
also a card. Okay, now we're picking up that Mordekoi. Are you going for the tap here, or are you just using the Mordekoi here? I think, or even coin out the Imgang boss to contest that Silverhand recruit and get quite some value out of it.
No, I think you can be a bit greedy in this matchup and get your hero power going. It's fine. So, but to choose to coin the Imgang boss, more of a tempo play. It's not going to, it's going to pan out very well versus Ratje because his deck is slightly more early game focused, I guess, with the Biolfin Tidehunter and the Murloc Knight.
Yeah.
So,
and especially because he played that Imgang boss, Ratje was not able to play that Biolfin Tidehunter. But also it makes the turn of Narra pretty awkward since he taps now, but he's floating 1 mana because of that. But when he tapped last turn and just played the Imgang boss now, he still had the coin and he didn't flood any mana. Or he's deciding to play the Mordekoi to get that extra card in.
I guess you can Mordekoi this and get a tap in. It's fine.
Yeah.
Like, you want to get that Imgang boss value before the True Silver comes down. Ooh, Faceless.
Yeah, really good card. It's pretty fun. You can use it to OTK that Paladin, but you can also decide to play it on the Tyrian Forging of your opponent and get an extremely powerful card of it.
So here we can see the True Silver. Picked up by Ratje. Not a bad pickup here for sure.
No, one of the strongest cards on turn 4. That 4 attack weapons on turn 4 are so ridiculously strong since it can deal almost with every single card that's played till turn 4.
And we can see Narra already having both combo pieces in hand. He just needs to pick up a power overwhelming, but this is already really good if it gets Emperored.
Yeah, it's so nice to see Narra playing that combo again. Since the meta is more control right now, and maybe he was expecting some Reno Lock from Ratje, then it's really important to play that combo to be favored against the decks like Enzel Paladin or decks like the Reno Lock themselves.
Yeah, it definitely helps out a lot, but you're pretty a lot weaker versus aggro decks, but like you said, the meta has slowed down a lot, so.
Yeah, I didn't play a lot in the new meta since I had no time for it, but what I saw from other tournaments and other streams was that all the really aggressive decks are pretty much gone. And that's what you see a lot when there are new cards coming out. People instantly try new control decks, and then when the meta evolves, you see those aggro decks coming back. But people really want to try if those control decks are working again, since people just enjoy playing that way more than those stupid Face Hunter or Zero.
Well, you have some people that enjoy Face Hunter, but indeed,
wow,
a lot of people want to try out these decks.
Yeah, look at the pickup of Narra. He had the entire combo. No, not yet, right? Like he doesn't have the power overwhelming.
No, but it's fine though. If he combos this, then he's still able to pick up another power overwhelming as well, because the Soulfire gets reduced as well.
Yeah, then you have 24 damage combo already in the hand, and Ratje is on 26, so this can be over really soon if Narra plays that.
Ooh, is
Emperor
this?
Thorson.
Would you play a demon rat here? Because like you can
It won't
just
kill an
trade
imp.
your imps.
Yeah, but Narra is also thinking if I can push 2 more damage and
Oh yeah,
play the
then you're a
Emperor,
bit closer.
you're so close to lethal now. Yeah, of course Ratje doesn't know that Narra already has the entire combo in his hand, except for the PO of course, but can come really soon. But also, what's the combo without the power over? Oh wow, and now he's playing the Doomsayer. Okay, that doesn't make sense, right? Then he could just have traded, and then play Doomsayer, since there was like 5 damage on the board instead of 4.
But his hand was starting to get really full though, so maybe he just wants to throw that out there. But then it was indeed better to just trade away and play the Doomsayer.
No YOLO.
Because you don't have the power overwhelming in hand here.
Yeah.
So.
Why not YOLO Kodo? That will be a ballsy play, right?
Definitely.
Really nice by Narra, playing the Doomsayer so he can play Emperor on an empty board. And if we see in the hand of Ratje, yeah, he actually has to... Oh wait, he can just ultimate it and trade it with the weapon, right? I was thinking, does he really have to use the equality already? But Ultimate is also dealing pretty well with it.
Yeah, that's one resource you're using, like on a 5/5, while you have a 4 attack weapon in hand, so feels kind of bad, man, for Ratje, definitely.
Yeah, but you cannot really let that Emperor live, especially not against a 9-handed Reno lock. And this is an interesting turn.
I think I would just stop here, play Refreshment Fender, just play a heal to empty your hand. You're mostly looking for another combo piece anyway.
But if you play the heal right now, the power overwhelming doesn't grant... Oh wait, the power overwhelming just gives you lethal in 2 turns, since it's 9 mana combo. Oh, and you can find actually that the power overwhelming now with the Dark Battle or the second Soulfire for 80 damage combo.
Okay, this way he can still play his Refreshment Fender as well.
Yeah.
So
not the... Oh, Hungry Crab!
Yeah, pick the crab, pick the crab.
Pick the crab!
Oh, it's going to be
Narra
so great.
saw the Biofin Tidehunter, right? So he must know. Yes!
Oh, you picked the crab! Oh my god, this is going... I hope the game comes to it. Like, Ratje is going to play the Murloc Knight, and then Narra is just going to crab it.
This is not what you see that much.
No.
This is what makes Hearthstone fun, right?
Well, for Narra, not for Ratje. I think. So...
This turn is really interesting. What are you going for right now? Do you decide to go for Consecration trade? Since there's probably not a lot of Consecration boards. And then play Barnes.
Yeah, I don't mind the Barnes here. You can just...
Yeah, Barnes is 100%, but you can... Oh wow, and he gets a Sylvana as one of the best targets he could get there. Of course, the Tyrion is a little bit better, but... Oh wow.
Yeah, but I think he'll take it anyway. I mean, he's also playing an Assault version, so... like, this is really good, though, to get from the Zot.
The fun thing is, if he Spellbreakers it, it's gonna be a 5/5. So there's no way he's gonna have... Oh, wait, he can trade into the Barnes and play Hellfire, right? That's actually one of the best plays you can do.
Oh, yeah, true.
That makes sense, right?
Yeah,
then you have a full board clear, and then you can even develop something. Yeah, he's seeing it. He was pointing at the face, so maybe he was thinking,
He's gonna play an empty Barnes.
Yeah, I really like this brand play. This forces Ratje to deal with it. But he has the perfect answer with that Stampeding Kodo.
Are you that scared of Rando? But
oh yeah, you are. You have to be, right?
I mean, he already played Peddler, so it's not that threatening.
But if there's a Defender of Argos or something like that...
Oh yeah, true.
You're gonna get punished for it.
So Narra picks up the rack, and there we go.
And the fun thing, if it hits face, that combo, 14 damage, is getting close to win the game. And also the phases. He can also decide to faceless that Ragnaros. But Ratje decides to clear all the cards with the Equality Concept combo. Yeah, he cannot wait for it any longer. And now we're gonna see it, guys.
And Ratje brings out the Hello Challenger, so... I think Narra... Oh my god.
Yeah, there's I agree with you.
I think he's going to screenshot this first, and then...
Yeah. That's why he's taking so long. He's... Tap, Giant into Hungry Crab. Are you...
Yeah, that's... And he just used an Equality Consecrate, so... Oh wow, this game is over.
He must
Oh,
feel so good.
I even forgot like about how buff that crab gets.
Yeah.
It gets +2/+2. So not only destroys its Murloc, it also
Gets a 3/4
save.
board.
Yeah,
Oh man.
that's a solid pickup from Peddler here. My
Better
boy,
do
Hungry
his job.
Crab.
Oh, it's so much fun. Okay, but now Ratje is in a really bad spot, but he has still a lot of power cards in his hand with the Anzalt and the Ragnaros, and he can also stall the game for like a couple of turns with that Forbidden Healings for 20 heal.
Oh, he's just going to play the Rag here.
Yeah, but we see lethal in the hand, I think, for 14-11. It's 25. And no lethal. Yeah, he needs that power overwhelming now. Ooh, Jiraxis. Actually, this is a really good turn to play Jiraxis. Since you can trade your Giant into the rack, trade your Hungry Crab into the 1/1, play Jiraxis on an empty board, and get that 6/6 out for every single turn. Also, the weapon dealing 3 damage every single turn is so huge in this matchup.
But you might be afraid of Harrison, so
yeah, but is Harrison that bad since you have lethal in hand if he plays Harrison?
Well, it just gives your well, it gives your opponents a bunch of answers, and you know he's running like a ton of healing anyway. So
yeah, but there's
I don't blame Narra for playing around Harrison here.
Yeah, but there's already a combo played, so there's only one equality left to deal with its 6/6s. So if you can spam a 6/6 every single turn, it doesn't matter how many cards Ratje will have in his hand. He's gonna die to all those 6/6 spammed on the board, what he cannot deal with.
Sure.
If you have that opportunity to play
why is he? Oh, so Jaren is going to be a lot better here.
Wow.
No, he's just going aggressive here. Saw an equality consecrated, no answer, so he's just flooding board.
Yeah. He really wants to finish the game fast, especially with that combo in his hand. It's a 14 damage combo right now. No power overwhelming yet to add 8 more damage. What's Ratje gonna do? Yeah, he has to make those trades, but it's so hard for him now. I really like actually the Sylvana's Forbidden Healing. Like the Curator is so slow again.
He needed like an Aldor. I would have probably gone for Drake there and tried to find like an Aldor or something at least to
Ooh, Seal of Champion. Oh no, it's 3 mana. He doesn't have enough mana for it.
I guess you pick it anyway. If a 1/1 sticks, then.
Trade. The Curator gives him 1 extra turn, I think. It's 1 off.
So it's 20 damage in hand. Oh, I mean...
It's 14 damage in hand. Or 16 damage, actually, right?
Yeah,
oh, it's lethal. Then it's lethal, right? You can trade 2 minions into the Curator, play the 16 damage combo from hand, and the Hungry Crab, or the Spellbreaker, or the Cult. But just for 3 more damage. And this is gonna be lethal for Narra. Yeah, Narra is counting it a couple of times now. You can even decide to just run the...
Yeah, run the Leroy in.
For even more damage. Oh, he's so firing. Yeah, there were so many plays that would have won in the game.
So Narra picking up game number 1 with his
quite fast actually in such a control matchup. But that Hungry Crab did a lot of work though.
Definitely. I think Narra's pretty glad to have this out of the way because he was facing the Hunter and also the Mage, both which are probably not that great matchups for Reno Warlock.
Nope, definitely not. And now he still has that Miracle Rogue and the Shaman against the the Miracle Rogue will probably win against the Enzel Paladin, right?
I think Shaman will probably win. That's my prediction.
Yeah. Shaman can win against everything.
Yeah. And then you just need like 1 Miracle Rogue win.
Yeah. What I like about Enzel Paladin against Shaman is that you have a bunch of removal. You can get early tempo with the Doomsayers. And you have that power play with Enzel to get something like your Tyrians back. But yeah, Shaman can just keep flooding the board and OTK you with a Bloodless play. So I think that the early game is too important in this matchup.
Definitely,
so the Doomsayers, getting a good Uldaman off on your 1/1 or something like that. Oh wow, and Narra finds another good matchup again.
But the trick to Paladin versus Shaman is that the Shaman is constantly like developing some threats and not everything. Yeah. And Ratje is going to go with the Hunter here. facing off against the Shaman.
Yeah.
So, do you like this matchup for the Hunter, or?
No, definitely not.
Like, we've seen some face Hunter like doing very well against Shaman, or doing reasonably well against Shaman.
Yeah, Shaman is pretty slow, but we see Narra playing some kind of mid-range Shaman. And the good thing about mid-range Shaman against Hunter is that the early game minions are stronger of Shaman. And when it's going to the late game, you can just hex the high main, or when it's time for Call of the Wild, you will probably have some big town with those thing from belows, or a town totem that will stop some damage. Is he going face?
Oh wow! Oh, that's disgusting for Narra. Oh.
Yeah.
Like even summoning that 1/1 totem was already really bad for Narra, but yeah.
Didn't matter in the end. So I think now Narra is pretty happy to see that 1/1 totem, since it's way better than the. Oh wow! And he's coining out the bow here.
Already? Oh.
Yeah, he's coining it out.
Is he going to hit this? Oh, that's strange.
Yeah, that's a strange play. I would definitely go for Argent Squire and hope that you can save the coin for turn 5 to coin out that high main. And now he has to trade the weapon again in a card that's.
But actually, this is going to be just fine for Ratje. Oh, he's also playing the abusive, the 1/1 abusive.
Yeah, and that's funny, since if you went for the Argent Squire, you could have just blocked the Argent Squire to kill that Manatite. Play the hero power.
So,
but next turn he has a pretty good turn, right? Yeah. Let's see.
Is this like a thing from? Is this like a thing from below turn already?
Let me see. You can do a couple of things here. You can decide to go for the Spirit Claws with the Maelstrom Portal. Delete that 1/1. So, and summon a minion yourself. Like, the portal is not doing that much, right?
No. So you could just totem up and hit the 1/1 already with Spirit Claws, but I like this play. It's a lot more aggressive, and you don't want to give Hunter that much time. So,
and this Maelstrom Portal is gonna do a lot of work now. But still, Ratje is a little bit ahead in this match. He has board control. He has developed the weapon again.
And then Narra doesn't have any minions to play with. He's just stuck with a bunch of really good spells, but they're still.
There
spells.
we go. Always the spell damage still.
Yeah. And he's probably just gonna cash in that damage. Oh, Dragon Egg! That's actually really good with Flame Tongue.
Yeah. Getting an extra minion out of it. And Ratje is sitting there with that high main, and we see the perfect answer for Narra. That's like the dream for Shaman, hexing that big high main. Make that lion a frog.
In the meantime, that 5-hour tiger is going to be unanswered and uncontested because.
Yeah, get some extra spell damage, play double lightning storm, something like that. And there we go. Ratje learned from his plays, and he decides to clear the spell damage. I heard last week he forgot it too.
Yeah, but this is different though. It's Shaman and he has like a buffed weapon on the board, so. And last time he was mainly getting caught by swipes last time, but versus Shaman that you don't leave spell power up. It's just too detrimental.
I'm thinking about what the Hunter next turn is going to be really interesting actually. Since you can go for 2 plays. But Narra didn't play anything, so there must be a couple of spells in his hand for 100% sure. So if Ratje just slams down that high main, it's almost a 100% sure that it's gonna get hacked. So what if you just play Kindly Grandmother, Hound Master the Grandmother, so all your minions are equally power and.
Indeed, that could definitely bait out a hex, and we can see double hex pickup by Narra.
Do you go for it now? Do you go for that double hex play?
No, you don't. But like you have a pretty good trade on board here with the Flame Tongue and the hex already, so. But that's just really great for Narra. Like he can stall for a while now.
Yeah. Yeah, he can just go for the Flame Tongue, trade both minions into the Stranglethorn Tiger, hex the high main, trade it away with the Spirit Claw, totem up, and play another Spirit Claw. That's one of the best plays you can do here. You can even decide to use the line. I really like using the Lightning Bolt over the minion actually. Since the Lightning Bolt's not doing that much, and you have floating mana, so you can use it. Yeah, I think the minion here is way better. Yeah, really good turn for Narra here. Yeah, that's what we're talking about.
Also re-equip the weapon.
Yeah. And he has the second Hex left.
And there we can see Jaime number 2, but...
Oh, now he's not going for it. Yeah,
No.
he really wants to develop 2 minions to contest the board to way better. And that Lightning Storm is gonna do a lot of work here.
Yeah, he can just...
He gets the spell damage again. That's so huge, since now he can use the Spirit Claw to kill the minion instead of using the Searing Totem.
He still needs to trade in like one of his creatures though. So or just Narra just have no respect and just go space here. It's also an option. I mean,
it's 10 damage.
Shaman. Yeah, it's a lot of damage. So
yeah, you can put him in lethal range. But I think if Narra decides to play the control game, there's actually no way Ratje is coming back, especially since turn 8 is not that powerful call the wild turn anymore.
He used to be that dreadful turn 8, but now nowadays it's just well, high main and hero power.
And Narra can even develop that totem golem. And does it set up for lethal? It actually does, right? 6, 9. Oh no, it's 1 off. It's 1 off lethal now for Narra.
Well, oh, and he can also can't play a Thunderblood Valiant, so.
Nope.
But even though this might not be lethal already for Narra, he's still
oh, there it is.
The Thunderblood Valiant just 1 mana off for his lethal, but
what are you doing now? Main. Are you going face first and then play Hex? Put him on 1 HP?
I mean, you might as well just clear the beast threats.
Yeah, Frog is a beast. Yeah, it's a little bit scary though to leave up.
And it also gets buffed from Call of the Wilds, Leox. So,
oh yeah.
So yeah, just take care of it. Use the spell power totem.
Doesn't matter that much. And there is another Hex. Narra playing the dream, hexing 2 high mates in 1 game.
Shaman's just doing what Shaman does, man.
Yeah, rolling the spell power totems with the Spirit Claws. And that's the conceit for and it makes it already 2-0 for Narra.
So Narra 1 win away with his rogue versus Ratje's mage, paladin, and hunter. So definitely doable here, especially the rogue versus paladin matchup. I think it's really favorite for Narra.
I think Ratje can come back with the hunter, and if it's tempo or freeze mage, it doesn't matter that much. I think it's both favored against the rogue.
I think freeze mage is really favored.
Yeah, freeze mage is really favored, but even tempo mage can just smork you down on turn 6 or 7. Only the paladin versus the rogue game is going to be really hard for Ratje to win.
Yeah, definitely not over yet for Ratje, but it's looking good. And he's playing the Malagos version, so a bit slower. There's no questing in here, so.
No, but it has more burst potential. So even though when you can develop a board and create some towns or something, or freeze the face, you can just slam down at Malagos and burn you down from like 20 to 0.
And that's a really good opening hand from Ratje, by the way.
Yeah,
that's a
really
babbling book there.
You could even decide to keep that Flame Strike in your starting hand against.
Oh yeah, sure.
Oh, it's really greedy though, but it's the perfect answer for that turn 7 Gadgets on Conceal. Since otherwise it's really hard.
I think it's rather like want to pressure than just like clear their stuff. Yeah. So Ratje has a few options here. He can just ping. I think he just ping anyway.
Just ping. You don't have another play. And next turn you can go for the Prentice Coin, Arcane Intellect, maybe even use the Arcane Blast to kill something off. But if you play a minion now, you know maybe a backstab or something is coming out without getting value out of your card. Also,
but just the 1/1 attacking and his dagger, like just wrecks you.
The Cold Sorcerer is so good against the Rogue. You can Cold Sorcerer, Arcane Blast, those Tomb Pillagers or the Azure Drakes.
Yeah, like 4 health, like 4 health is not a whole lot for Tempo Mage to clear.
Nope. Even the Frostbolt Pink can do it.
Yeah, or the Spell Power Frostbolt, like so many efficient ways to clear.
Yeah. What can Narra do? I think playing here the SI agent seems proper. He doesn't have any combo cards, and developing a minion is
I don't know. I would really like to see Fan of Knives here. His hand is looking very dead. Like double fan and This is going to get cleared away by the mage. You're almost like certain of this that
Yeah.
Ratje is going to use like some frost bolts and a sorcerer or
Just go for the ballsy play. Go for Apprentice Missile.
YOLO missile. Nice.
Yeah, this is really interesting. He had a couple of plays here. Like he has to waste this. It's pretty nice that Narra played the SI agent here, even though he doesn't have those 4 health minions. He baits that Arcane Blast now. Oh, pretty awkward turn again. Yeah, I think you have to eviscerate here the Apprentice. It's too scary to leave up. Oh, Fan of Knives makes sense.
Kind of the same. And now he picks up the backstep out.
Yeah, one turn late. Oh, if he had this turn at backstep SI, that would.
Yeah, but if he would have Fan of Knives like last turn, would have picked up Eviscerates and.
Yeah, backstep Eviscerate. Yeah, makes sense. Still a pretty good hand for Ratje. He could even decide to just play the missiles here for 5 damage, right? I don't think you want to use the missiles for any board clear or something. And now you have the double spell damage. But you don't have those fireballs in hand. So maybe you want to wait a little bit longer for it.
So do you just fan here? Like look for a minion at least? And then hero power down the 3-2 or the 3-1? Right?
Yeah, I think that's fine. You really need to cycle now. Since your hand is so bad and you have so many removal in your hand, you still have the sap, you still have an Eviscerate, Shadow Strike. You can deal with everything Mage is gonna play. So play it slow, cycle your cards. Oh wow, he really wants to hang on to those Fan of Knives. Maybe he wants to keep it for later on when there are the mirror images are played with like a spell damage Fan of Knives play.
He might just not want to take phase damage because Rogue usually doesn't run a whole lot of heal
and another Eviscerate for Narra. Still no minions for him. But if he can pick up that gadget somehow, he's gonna draw some cards though. Oh wow, Ronin in the deck of Ratje. Is he playing Is he playing that Emperor build with Antonidas? Could be.
I think so. Like with the Barnes, it's I like the build actually. It's pretty YOLO, but it's very fun to play.
Yeah, Barnes Ronin is pretty sick.
And this is probably a Pillager Eviscerate. There's no way you're leaving that 1-drop up.
Nope, definitely not. Yeah, Narra must be really happy to see that minion finally coming into his hand. And getting that coin can be really important later on when he picks up that Gadgetzan.
Yeah, if he picks up the Gadgetzan, then like this game just turns around. Or at least then Narra has a chance here. Oh, he's going to leave the mana around. Oh, this is going to get punished pretty bad.
But is it gonna get punished though? It really depends on those missiles. Where are they gonna land?
No. He also has the mirror images, so
3 times face.
So this is another 3 extra attack you're getting.
Oh, wow! He's going face? Is that correct? What are you deciding here?
Swashbuckler, prep flame strike. Let's go.
Let's go. Oh, yeah, prep blizzard. Yeah. What's gonna be? Oh, Pyro Blast!
Oh, wow.
With the Maligos.
Imagine that.
Oh man. What are you gonna do? I think. Oh man, I think Shadow Strike, Sap, something like that.
No, I like just the Nova here. It's fine. Stalls a bit.
Yeah, true. And you can deal with everything next turn, I guess. Play the Shadow Strike trade, Eviscerate.
Hope you pick up that Auctioneer though.
Yeah. Ooh. Yeah, this is the Emperor, yeah. What were we talking about? Not that much value out of the Emperor though, but reducing that Flame Strike can be good to combo later on with some minions.
Still no Emperor inside for Narra, so he's going to need to work with this hand.
Prep Pyroblast phase?
That's dominance for sure.
I really like the Shadow Strike Sap. Eviscerate.
Yeah, same here.
Shadow Strike, Sap, Evis, trade, go 5 damage to the face. And you're getting pretty close to lethal if you just hammer the face like two or more times with that Tomb Pillager with that Pyroblast in hand. You still have one Eviscerate left.
So you sap this.
Yeah, play Eviscerate on the one.
Yeah. Wait.
Oh wow, he's sapping the mana worm?
Oh, he really wants to hold on to this damage.
How many damage does he have? It's like 18 damage in hand, so...
Plus another... He's dealing another 6 now.
So if he attacks one more time with that Tomb Pillager, he's definitely gonna win this game. So he's forcing Ratje to use his board clears. He knows he doesn't have any Frostbolts, otherwise he would definitely have played it earlier on. I think he is forced to play that Flame Strike now.
There's Forgotten Torch, so if Ratje goes for Forgotten Torch...
Wow, this is so YOLO. Yeah, this is game.
Shit, so... Wait, is this
Narra
game
has
over?
to go for it. If Narra decides to hit the phase with the Tomb Pillager, it's definitely game over. Or Ratje must find some miraculous damage out of his deck. I don't know how he's gonna find it though. Is there a way? But Narra has to find... He must be scared for some kind of fireballs, since there are so many cards in the hand of Ratje that aren't played yet. Okay, so 2 fireballs, 19 damage. Oh, wow,
there's some extra damage, so...
Can he clear now? That's the thing.
Clear,
but actually you don't want to clear, since it gives your opponent 9 extra damage. So if you clear the Ronin, it actually doesn't remove damage, since you give your opponent 9 extra. And especially when you didn't see a Flame Waker yet, it can deal so much damage. Wow,
so eviscerate, and then it's just probably going to add in
oh man,
Sinister Strike as well.
I really want to see that Pyroblast lethal. It was just a few off actually, just 3 damage. So 11 damage, yeah. This is game. This is gonna be 3-0 for Narra with that rogue.
Pyroblast finishing off these series, so that's
must feel good.
these have been some really crazy series though, like Hungry Crab and then Pyroblast. So
yeah. I really liked it. And Narra already said to me, I'm gonna bring some awesome decks and we're gonna see some awesome things. And he didn't lie.
We did.
Well played. Is Ratje knowing that there's that Pyroblast in hand? Especially since Narra puts him on 10 HP exactly. Oh man, I want to see Ratje's.
Oh, I want to see the prep. Oh wow, you had a double prep.
Pyroblast.
I wanted to see prep Pyroblast. Or prep coin into prep Pyroblast.
Well done by Narra. Winning 3-0.